What is up, travelers? My name is Regal. Sorry for being gone for so long. I've just been busy with school. I'm currently in finals week, but let's go ahead and jump into the video. Today we're going to be looking at Xingyan, the new Pyro character in the new Zhongli banner, and why you should go ahead and pull for her. Let's look at her basic ability. Sweeping Fervor is her main ability that will deal pyro damage and create a shield that scales depending on how many enemies are hit when she casts the ability. Hitting 0 to 1 enemies will create a level 1 shield, hitting 2 enemies will grant a level 2 shield, hitting 3 or more enemies will create a level 3 shield, which will also create pyro damage at regular intervals. The great thing about the shield is that it goes ahead and provides a cleanse, which will remove any elemental debuff on a character, which is great for the Spiral Abyss, but we will get into that later on. Xingyan's ultimate ability, Rift Revolution, is a mixed damage ability which will deal physical damage as well as pyro damage. Once you get enough level into Xingyan, you will unlock her Ascension 4 passive, which will make it so any character shielded by Sweeping Fervor will deal 15% increased physical damage. This is a great passive because it means that Xingyan could be, by default, a low economy character, meaning you don't have to itemize her too effectively in order to get a good amount of return. In terms of weapons, we have two great options as a free-to-play player. We could go for the more defensive-oriented White Blind, which will go ahead and improve her shield strength through the defense boost it provides, or we can go ahead and go with the Prototype Animus if we want more damage in our build. Either one will be a great option. I personally like the White Blind over the Prototype Animus. That's mostly because my main carries tend to be Claymore users, and I see her more as a defensive role or more supportive, which would mean I would have the White Blind to put on her for the defensive stat so I could get better shielding. Another great option for Xingyan would be the Sacrificial Greatsword. The Sacrificial Greatsword is a great weapon to have on Xingyan because it has the ability to reset your main ability. So while using the Sacrificial Greatsword, you actually have a chance to reset the cooldown on your Sweeping Fervor. Overall, the White Blind or the Prototype Animus, whatever you have at hand, would be a great option to have on her because either one will go ahead and work for her abilities. When it comes to artifacts for Xingyan, you actually have a lot of different options depending on whether you want to go for a defensive or a damage build. If you want to go for a supportive build, you go for the 4-piece Noblesse in order to get the damage boost on your ultimate and the attack boost. Another great option if you want to be supportive but still deal a decent amount of damage would be to go for the 2-piece Bloodstained, 2-piece Noblesse combo. This will go ahead and increase your physical attacks from Xingyan, which will be great for her damage while also retaining the Noblesse 2-piece bonus. If you don't want to have her on the field too long, but you still want to get a good amount of ultimates off, you could also go for the 2-piece Noblesse and the 2-piece Exile for the energy recharge. Let's look at the DPS options. If you want to have her as a main DPS, a great option would be to have her with the 4-piece Bolide set. This is great because it will increase your shield strength by 35%, and while protected by a shield, she'll gain an additional 40% to normal and charged attacks. This is great if you want to have her for DPS, and it's probably her best in slot at the moment. If you want more damage at the cost of having survivability through your shield, you can go for the 2-piece Gladiator, 2-piece Bloodstained in order to maximize her damage, while still being relatively simple to get. If you want something even cheaper than that though, you could probably go for a simple 4-piece Gladiator set to go ahead and improve her damage overall. On top of that, you could probably also go for the piece Bloodstained if you have those pieces already within your inventory. If not, you can still get away with the 4-piece Gladiator. During the early game, you could probably get away with running 4-piece Berserk set, or at least 2-piece Berserk set with a combo with whatever you have at hand. In terms of teams, she's in this weird spot where her kit is somewhat similar to Diana's without the healing. You can build her to do some damage, but I see her role more as a support. And right now for the actual in-game content, not the Spiral Abyss, her role isn't needed as badly, but this might change with the next patch, in which we're going to get a lot of new cryo mobs. So she might be worth it in that regard. So if you want to just future proof and have her for that, she's a great pull. But now looking at the Spiral Abyss, she is almost necessary in order to go ahead and clear the upper floors because she's one of the few characters that provides a cleanse on one of her abilities. Because if you didn't know, once you start reaching the higher floors, 9, 10, 11, 12, you will be hit with different elemental debuffs, and the only way to get rid of them is to go ahead and use a character who could provide an aura or a cleanse. And Xingyan is one of the only characters to do this, the other ones being Bennett and Barbara. At the moment, she's a little bit underwhelming, but I can see her potential, and she is going to be a character that you're going to need later on in the Spiral Abyss. So if you want to be able to just get that out of the way, it's great character. But at the moment, because we don't have a really good idea of what mobs are going to be coming up, except for the fact that they're most likely going to be Cryo, she's going to be a great character to have in that regard because she's going to be strong against them. And the way the game is going right now, Pyro seems to be the strongest element. Overall, Xingyan is a really good character that seems to be following the trajectory Miho is putting out. It seems that they're starting to favor shield or just wanting to have more shield within the metagame. And that's why they're providing us characters like Diona, even Zhongli, who have shields built within their kit, and it's one of their core aspects. And it's kind of weird the way that's set up because shields don't actually stack, which is a problem that I think is more apparent with Geo characters. But I think Xingyan's a really good character because she provides damage, she gives you shielding, she gives you a damage boost. She seems to be a really good character if you know how to utilize her and you can see her strengths and weaknesses. While she doesn't provide a heal, which is something that Diona would provide you, she does provide you a cleanse and she does provide you some damage boost that's not necessarily tied to her ultimate. Overall, I think she's a great character to pull for if you want to future-proof a little bit and just be ready for the upcoming content. Other than that, if you just want to be able to clear the Spiral Abyss, the upper floors a little bit easier, once again, she is a great character for that. Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys all for watching. Let's try to get this video to at least 10 likes. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video useful. And be sure to be on the lookout for any upcoming videos. I'm going to go ahead and discuss Xiangyang in the next video. I am so excited for the Xiangyang video, guys. You guys do not understand. He is my favorite character. He's so fun. But I've just been waiting because I just want to make sure the leaks are credible enough so I can go ahead and tell you guys why you have to pull for him. Suffice to say, I love the character. He's really, really fun. That video is going to be coming out soon, and you guys are going to see why I think he's so good, so underrated, and why you guys have to pull for him before this banner goes away. Well, that's it for me, guys. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to ask. And as always, stay safe out there.